February's energy is very interesting and overall positive, and I'll tell you why. This month's energy is really all about you. It's about centering your focus on you, because when you tap in and kind of put yourself first or think about your wants and needs first, it'll then help you to then reach out to others, to inspire others, and work with the collective in accomplishing something bigger than yourself. And that feeling is really the most gratifying feeling we can have in life. My hopes with this video is to help you understand how this month is going to be your breakout month. New initiatives and interchange are going to be very present. They're going to be lighting up this month, and it's really going to create this blueprint for you for the rest of the year. If this is your first time here, my name is Courtney, and this is my monthly Cosmic Energy Download series. I am so happy to have you here today. In this video, I'll be chatting about the energetic themes of the month, go over some astrology highlights, also recommend some crystals that really work well with this cosmic energy. And then at the end of this video, I'll be sharing any fun life updates and my current crystal favorites. So stick around to the end to hear that. Alrighty guys, so for the flow of today's video, I'm going to go over the astrology highlights first. So we're going to be talking new moon in Aquarius. We're going to be chatting about the Lunar New Year. Also, Venus entering into Aquarius, and this transition period from Aquarius season to Pisces season, and last but not least, the full moon in Virgo. And then I'll be going over my crystal favorites and any fun life updates. All right, let's jump into our first celestial moment, which is happening on February 9th, and that is the new moon in Aquarius. This is a new moon to remember that you are in charge of your life. You are responsible for creating your life, and this new moon is going to act as a jumping off point for you to begin any new initiative you want to start. Commit to something big this month, something that you've been wanting to create, something that has been itching at your soul, and maybe you haven't done it yet, or there's been this procrastination going on. This is really the new moon to set those intentions and to commit yourself. A theme I talked about in last month's Cosmic Energy Download was how we are now entering, in February, we are now entering into a period of really good stars. Like everything is really good for launches because we do not have any personal planet retrogrades. And really, not a lot of planets are in retrograde, in February and in March, later in the months and later in the spring, we have eclipse season. So it's kind of like a halt there, but right now it's really potent to really do the things to start those new initiatives. Lastly, one final note about this new moon in Aquarius is to really think about how your actions affect others. Now, this month is really all about you. It's about, tapping in and what do you want? What do you want to do? And then, an afterthought is after I do this, what are the repercussions of my actions if I do this? Who does it affect in my life? How does it affect the collective? These are things to think about, nothing to make you pause or stop what you're doing. But there is this Aquarian energy here with, are we doing things because we're told to? Are we doing things because we feel pressure to? Are we doing things because we want to do them? Take time during this new moon to really figure out what do you want to do? And also that your energy influences others. So you can inspire someone by taking the lead on something or starting something that you've dreamt of, which then counteracts and does a domino effect to other people wanting to, try something out that they've been dreaming. So remember that energy, remember that influence that you have during this new moon. Some crystals I recommend for this new moon in Aquarius would be black moonstone. I really love black moonstone during the new moon phase. I just feel like black moonstone would be good to have with you as you think about your needs, what you want to do, and really setting intentions on acting on them. Another crystal I recommend working with is emerald. Emerald, I just feel like when I think of this new moon, I think of like this Aquarius energy and like the flow of like water and like it's like cascading down in like green emeralds. Like, I don't know. That was like what I like immediately like saw when I was thinking about like this new moon in Aquarius. I don't know. But I had this ping for emerald energy. So like heart-centered, actions, heart-centered thoughts, heart-centered motives. Like emerald is very opening to the heart chakra. And I just see like emerald, being really nice with this energy, with abundance, with creating your life. So those are my two crystal recommendations for this new moon. Following the new moon in Aquarius on February 10th, we have the Lunar New Year. This is really exciting because this is the official date that we start the year of the wood dragon, which I've talked about in past videos, especially those videos where I highlight the energetic themes of 2024. This wood dragon energy is going to be very, 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 very positive and beneficial to us if we harness this energy, which is very much like going after what you want in life. Like there is this hunger, this just like fierce energy here. I wanted to note this because it's just the starting off point. Like this is like adding to the momentum of this month of like putting yourself first and thinking about what you want to do and like acting on it. Like this dragon is here to help you. If you want to learn more about what I've discovered, my findings of the year of the wood dragon, check out my past video on 2024 energetic themes of 2024. I'll link it below. I'll also have a pop-up card show up right now. It's just really all about acting on your dreams. And if I had to pick a crystal to really go with this energy for you to connect with all year long, I gotta say red aventurine is my number one choice. I've been working with this stone a little bit in the last few weeks, and it's just really potent and just helps you act and do things. And it's been very refreshing and nice because I do have a lot of things I want to accomplish in a short amount of time. So work with that red aventurine. It'll help you manifest because it's going to make you act. Moving on to our next celestial event, which is happening on February 16th, we have Venus entering into Aquarius. I wanted to note this because it is very close to Valentine's Day, which is on February 14th. 2 days later, we have Venus entering into Aquarius. And I know that's probably the weekend where a lot of people will be celebrating Valentine's Day, being with a partner, celebrating self-love or the sacredness of being single, what have you, however you like to enjoy your Valentine's weekend. This energy is in Aquarius. So I wanted to talk about the themes and what you might be feeling during this fun weekend. So Venus in Aquarius is very much an unconventional kind of thinking and way of life, and also just being very expressive with yourself. Something that I thought would be a theme this weekend, or just really the whole, 4 weeks that Venus is in Aquarius, I think it's about 4 weeks, maybe 3, is just having like deeper talks with your partners, with yourself, maybe a little bit more introspection during this time. Also, talking about the future. You might have conversations with your partner during this weekend talking about the future, or just how each of you kind of like enrich each other's lives. The innovation that you guys have both gone through, since being together. I could see that being kind of like the energy of this like Valentine's weekend. I guess really just expect the unexpected during Venus in Aquarius. Some crystals I wanted to recommend for this transit. I definitely feel like rhodonite. I feel like rhodonite is such a Virgo crystal as well, but I can definitely see it being in this Venus Aquarius energy. So rhodonite, doing things for others, this altruistic energy. I can totally see that happening with this energy that we're going to be feeling. And also kunzite. Kunzite is like this spiritual love. I love kunzite. It's just like one of those crystals that just makes you feel so good. I definitely recommend working with those two crystals during Venus in Aquarius. Have fun during this transit, be expressive and be yourself, right? tune into your wants, your needs, and also share that with your partner during Venus in Aquarius. Next up, on February 18th, we welcome Pisces season. This is a very fun time. I am a big fan of Pisces season. Pisces season is really a time to trust your instincts, to tap into your creativity, to feel inspired, and think about how what you're creating can influence others. Personally, I feel like this is a really sweet spot in the year to launch something. So if there's something that you've been working on and you just don't know when you want to release it or announce it, maybe it's special news that you want to share with, anyone really in your life, I really do feel like the first week of Pisces season, really any time in Pisces season, but really that first week of Pisces season, I feel like there's this really good energy here for just big reveals and just putting something in the spotlight. Now, if you are feeling like maybe you're not quite ready to release something that you've been working on or to launch something or to start something, you need a little bit more time, that's totally okay. Take Pisces season to get creative, to think of new ways of doing things, or maybe just redesigning something, rewriting something. Pisces energy is like very much artistic and talented and can be very, very intuitive. So trust your instincts. If you feel like you're not quite ready to do something, maybe you had a plan at the beginning of the year and maybe like right now you're noticing, it's not exactly where I want it to be, but I'm going to keep going. Have that energy with that, still believe in yourself, still be brave and know that you can do the thing that you want to do, but maybe pause and think of another launching point, which if I had to suggest a different launching point, I would say May. May is a really good time where we'll have good astrology again for major launches. Crystals I recommend for Pisces season are blue kyanite, really helping you tap into that spiritual energy, those intuitive insights. It's very Pisces. And also, I think sunstone would be good. If you're working on a writing project or anything creative, you need to bring life to something, you need to feel inspired, or maybe you need that courage, that burst of energy to do the thing, have sunstone with you. It really does heighten, your motivation, your creativity, and just your willpower to believe in yourself. So those are my 2 crystal recommendations for Pisces season. Alrighty, and our last celestial event is happening on February 24th, and that is the full moon in Virgo. This full moon, I really do feel like this is going to be a moment in time where you can see what obstacles you need to remove in your life so that you can succeed in this master plan that you have. This is the moon to really envision your future and take time to think about what are the roadblocks that are in front of you? What are things that are holding you back? Is it things within yourself? Is it outside influences? Is it something? I don't know what it could be, but like, what are those things? Take time to think, what are the things that are causing me to not act? Am I scared? Is it a belief system? Is it this fear of failing? This is a moon to really release all of that, to acknowledge those blocks so that you can overcome them. I think something helpful, if you do feel like there are a lot of blocks in your way, would be to really utilize this Virgo energy by getting organized and creating a list of things that you want to accomplish in the next few weeks, maybe in the next month, maybe by the next time the new moon arrives, have a little sheet here where you can take stock of the things that you need to do to check off your list to make you feel more confident. That's something that I like to do when I feel stressed out or I feel like there's so much going on, maybe I just am like unorganized, and there is something about organizing and like getting focused on what you need to accomplish first, like kind of having your priorities in order that make you feel better, as you get closer and closer to achieving that goal or getting closer and closer to having this thing come to fruition. So that's a big tip for this full moon in Virgo. Crystals I recommend for this full moon would be garden quartz. Garden quartz really helps with stagnation in your life. It helps with transformation, moving on to the next level. I love garden quartz. It's so beautiful too. It's very much with that Virgo energy, that earth energy. Another crystal I recommend working with for the full moon would be gold sheen obsidian. So, we might be feeling those obstacles, right? We might be feeling a little down on ourselves. Working with gold sheen obsidian is going to help uplift us from those shadows, to recognize we do have these blocks and that we're hopeful in removing them. Gold sheen obsidian is very inspiring. It helps motivate our solar plexus and, kind of like cleanses our root chakra so that we can move past them, push those blocks aside and go forward. Alrighty, guys. So now jumping to my crystal favorites. I hope you enjoyed listening to February's energy. I'm really excited for all the new initiatives ahead. This crystal has been helping me a lot in January, and I'm excited to continue working with it in February, and that is ametrine. Ametrine's energy helps you really focus because it has amethyst and citrine, these beautiful energies mixed together. You can have this kind of intuitive, spiritual connection, and yet harness this willpower to stay focused, to tap into your abundance frequency and know that you can accomplish your goals. I'm actually really excited for the next 2 months. I'm hoping by March I have some really big news for you guys because I have something planned and I've been working really hard on it, and I'm just excited to unveil it. And ametrine has really helped me with taking the time to carve out moments of just working on this thing, and it's been really helpful. I feel like I've made a lot of progress over the last month, and I'm going to keep working with it because it's been helping me. It's been working. If you have passion projects that you are working on, or you just need help with maybe school, making sure you pass a certain test, or you're in some kind of program and you really want to pass it, ametrine really helps with just staying committed to those things. As far as life updates, I'll keep it short and sweet. I have been working a lot. I've been really grinding on my YouTube channel, on my content, also in my professional life at work, finding this balance. I love what I do, and I just feel like a weight has been lifted off me since starting 2024, now that, wedding's behind me and I can really focus on my business now. So that's really exciting to me. And I've been, just chatting about, I'm working on these things that I'm really excited to share with you guys. And very, very soon I will be sharing them. So that's exciting. Kind of just want to end out this video just to recap really the energy that we are experiencing this month, and how it really is just this sweet spot in the year where there's a lot of cosmic support here. So things that you want to do, or things that you've been thinking about trying, this is really one of the best months in 2024 to do it. So I really encourage you to be brave in these initiatives, be brave in putting things out into the world that are really mean a lot to you. There's a lot of support here. Even in March, I'll talk about this again in March, but this is the time, I'm really trying to communicate it to you guys. You have so much support right now, and so much goodness. So utilize and harness this energy. I believe in you. Whatever it is that you are wanting to do in your life right now, do it. Okay. Alrighty, guys. So that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for hanging out. I had a lot of fun with this one. If you liked today's video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you are new here, I would love it if you subscribed. If there is a crystal that you've been working with, maybe it's a new crystal that you just started to incorporate in your practice, I would love to hear what new crystals you guys are working with. Go ahead and comment them down below. Maybe some of you will be working with the same one. Have a little chit chat about that. Sounds fun. Alrighty, guys. I'm wishing you a wonderful day, night, wherever you are, and I will see you in my next one.